Good evening, YouTubers. As you can tell, we're obviously not down at the shop today. Tonight it is about 9:45, and been seeing a lot of videos from other YouTubers, Pisser Channel, Redneck Rickum, Dave's Farm, about a little in-depth about themselves, and figured I'd do one myself. My name's Chuck. Grew up here in North Iowa. Been flipped throughout the state here in the last, I'd say 10 years. Getting ready to turn 31 here in a few months, and owner of Craft Automotive and Repair. Actually been in business since 1999. Been in business in Mason City, Iowa, Waterloo, Iowa, and now up here in Lake Mills. Let's see, about a year ago, almost a year ago now, me and my wife and my son were basically homeless. We were living out of a 91 Suburban that we had at the time, bouncing from friends to friends, and got lucky, and a friend of ours all moved into this house. They ended up finding a cheaper place in another town. They moved, we stayed, and since then things have actually been going pretty good for us. Our landlord, great guy, best guy you'll ever know. He will literally take the shirt off his back to help you out. And he's also one of my biggest clients down at the shop. He owns a lawn mowing business. Got to mow at least quarter of the town here. I believe the town's gotta be pushing 10,000 people, roughly.
Roughly.
And so, yeah, it's not a big town, but it's not a small town either.
I grew up in this town.
My wife grew up in this town, originally from the next town over, about 6 miles. That's where a lot of her family's still at. My family, we're literally spread out throughout the country. Got a sister in far western part of the state. My mother lives about 25 miles away. My dad's 15 miles from the Missouri border, and we are 5 miles from the Minnesota border, so we're literally on opposite ends of the state. My brother, who unfortunately me and him don't talk very much, more along the lines of just in passing, lives 6 miles away. I've got another sister, hour drive. I got another sister in North Carolina. Don't ask me the town right off the top of my head. She just moved recently, so don't get to see her much. I got a 14-month-old little baby boy named Alex, and a stepson getting ready to turn 6, Christmas Day baby, Shannon. Those boys are my world. I don't know where I'd be without my wife and my kids. I'm a big motorcycle enthusiast. I belong to a couple other organizations, or groups, organizations, however you want to call them. One of them, which is real big here in the Midwest, is ABATE. It stands for A Brotherhood Aimed Towards Education. Great group of people, Toys for Tot runs, charities, you name it, they do it. My mother's actually treasurer for District 7. A couple other friends, state coordinators, sergeant-at-arms, stuff like that.
They do the bike show in Mason City.
We do a big bike show every April in Mason City. I've been a part of that for a lot longer than I'm willing to admit to. If I don't show up, people start to wonder what happened to me. Been there that long. I've done drag racing, which I'd love to get back into. I wish I still had my old drag car. Mud racing, which is the Bronco that you guys keep seeing down at the shop. We were going to work on it this weekend. Things kind of fell through, so it'll actually be towards the end of this coming week we can get that thing running. Truck pulls, dirt track, you name it, I've raced it pretty much. About the only thing I haven't done is semi racing, which they don't really do much around here anymore. Got a little too dangerous, I guess. I don't know. Down at the shop, I work on everything from gas-powered RC cars to, oh crap, first month I was open over here, I had no 6 Freightliner sitting there. Do a lot of work on lawnmowers, as a lot of you will see on some of the other videos. A lot of automotive, general automotive repair. I do roadside assistance. I'm in with 2 different county sheriff departments, state patrol, local PD. A lot of my work is done through word of mouth. I did recently get some business cards about a month ago that I'm probably halfway through already. Used to do a lot of hunting, fishing. Starting to get back into that. Kind of got away from it for a few years. I know this winter I will be shut down for several months. I have to have knee replacement in left knee here. Story on that one is day after Dale Earnhardt Sr. died. Me and some friends have been out drinking all night, out on snowmobiles. I hit a jump wrong going way too fast, and all I had on was steel-toed boots, blue jeans similar to these, Harley Davidson shirt, black leather jacket, and my baseball cap turned backwards. I had ice burn over 75% of my body, had 8 broken ribs, dislocated this shoulder, fractured my skull, actually chipped a vertebrae in my neck, and when they pulled the snowmobile off of me, this leg from the knee down was sitting straight out at a 90-degree angle, tore everything in my knee. I've had 5 surgeries already to correct it, and now I have arthritis, staph infection to the point where it's deteriorating the bone. I have holes in my knee I can fit my thumb in. And just as a kind of a reference on how big my hand is, my wedding ring is a size 13. I have big hands. So if I have a hole big enough to fit my thumb in, it's a big hole. I qualified for knee surgery earlier this year, but because I was still able to walk, even though it's painful, they kind of wanted to let it ride till I was over the limit for knee replacement. They said I'm only 30 right now, so I'm awfully young to be having knee replacement, but it's better than the alternative of just basically letting it go. Staph infection is a very serious thing. My dad actually is missing his leg, same leg, from just below the knee down. Lost it because of staph infection. So there was talks over a year ago about if the staph infection got bad enough where I could lose my leg. I don't want to do that, but if it comes down to it, it'd be soon. That way I can get back up and going and be there for my family. So, been some medical issues recently with me and my wife. That's why some of the videos, you know, I might upload 3 at a time and they're 2 weeks apart. Also recently I was in jail, which is why I was gone for 2 weeks. I only have a work permit. My son, my baby boy Alex, his temperature hit 104, so I took him up to the emergency room. On the way back, less than a block away from the house, right in front of the high school here, got pulled over because there's no plates on my truck. Just had it 3 days. Hadn't even had time to license register it. They said I was driving off my work permit. I said, as long as my son's taken care of, you guys have to do what you have to do. Spent a week in jail. Spent another week trying to get back into things, get things caught back up around the house and out in the shop, so that's why there's the big break in videos. I think that's about it for right now. just figured I'd give you guys a little more in depth about who I am, what I do, and here hopefully in the next day or so, take a little bit more video and kind of show off my family. Because like I said, I wouldn't be anything without my family. So up until the next update, YouTubers, have fun.